Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be attempting the new ESBR stage right now, which is Wicked Bloodline, which I'm looking forward to this one because Wicked Bloodline is one of those categories I actually really enjoy using, and there's such great synergy and some amazing units on here. So before we do get into it in the team, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Tomorrow I will attempt the new SBR stage. Don't know how that's going to go considering I don't have any of the main leads for Bonder of Master and Disciple, but we'll see how that goes tomorrow. This is the Wicked Bloodline team I'm going to be taking. You can run a Wicked Bloodline lead being the AGL meta caller, but he isn't great. So if you just go Wicked Bloodline Terrifying Conquerors, you pretty much got all the same heavy hitters that would be on Wicked Bloodline. Like, they all pretty much go in the same categories. So, and of course, we all know how good Cooler is, especially once he transforms. Considering it's Wicked Bloodline, and you think about some of the villains that are on a Wicked Bloodline team, such as Freezer and Cooler, I'm suspecting a lot of the enemies are going to be like pure Saiyans, hybrid Saiyans, mainly Gokus. It just kind of makes sense. So some of these units, especially with having a lot of superclass enemies, are going to perform quite a bit better. You know, especially with Freezer, Cooler. If there's a Goku enemy as well, this guy gets that extra. Does he get the support if there's a Goku? Yeah, he gets the support of all allies. So I assume that's what the enemies are going to be. If not, this team will still work really well. But we've got Easy A Final Form Cooler, who just once he gets going after a few supers is honestly insane after his Easy A. This guy is a must, considering you've got those built-in additionals. Can't really take advantage of stacking, but Frieza's better suited to shorter events compared to Goku is, you know, more suited to longer events, getting that extra attack and defense plus 100%. You know, extra few supers in there isn't going to hurt for some extra defense or attack, depending if you're getting off the 18 or 12 key. Also, mine's level 10 links. This guy, once he transforms, again, raise attack and defense, he'll stack before he gets the golden. He works really nicely, some great damage output. We've got a damage reduction on the golden Freezer. Is it God? No, damage reduction. And then, of course, you've got God on this Freezer as well. Not only does it guard all attacks, but also has damage reduction by 50%, and that's support. If there's a Goku's... Is it Goku or Goku's family enemy? Goku's family enemy, even better. So that includes Gohans, Gotens, we're good. In terms of other options you could take, there's a few other options. You could take this Freezer, but again, stacking, not really suited for Super Battle Road, but if you're missing some of these, could be a decent option. These two I don't think will be too bad of an idea as long as you're floating them and working your items around them. If you're missing some of the bigger units, like the big heavy hitters, then you could definitely take them, but you do want to be careful with using items around them. You know, it is Super Battle Road, but, you know, don't underestimate it. You'll still get clocked for a bit of damage if you're not careful. As I said, if you're floating them, and also, you know, you're being wary with where you're using the items, you'll be good. There's also, of course, this Freezer. You know, greatly raised attack and defense. Not only that, works really well in slot 1. Also works really well against superclass enemies, which I'm guessing predominantly the enemies are going to be superclass enemies, so you can definitely take him. There is also... I mean, you could take this Freezer as well. You could take both golden Freezers and just have damage reduction. You could even take this guy. You know, a few of the Freezer, you know, not Freezer, but the Wicked Bloodline category units go on sworn enemies. Again, if this guy's floating, not only will he support, but, you know, he's got built-in additionals. And then not only that, that'll build him up. Again, you probably want to be careful of using your items around him though, but he should be fine for the most part. You know, other than that, there's not really too many other units that are suited for Super Battle Road, but, you know, a lot of the units, there's just such great synergy on this team. You can even take this guy. I'm pretty sure it works really well in a Super Battle Road environment. Yeah, an additional attack and defense plus 40% when facing 2 or more enemies. But again, that's another one you probably want to float and be careful on certain rotations and make sure you're using items with them. Let me quickly take that Yammer off before we start, because I want to put on Icarus. So yeah, that's the team we're going to be taking. Let me know how you find this stage down in the comments. It is ESBR, not Super Battle Road. That is my mistake. It is ESBR. So that does mean there is quite a bit of damage to be taken. So actually, going back on what I said, some of those units you could probably still get away with, but you definitely want to be careful when using items. So we've got King Vegeta, we've got Goku. So there's probably only one set of superclass enemies, but they're pure Saiyan enemies. So, you know, some of these units are going to be up, you know, especially when it comes to Strength Cooler. I mean, it's not the ideal rotation I want now, but that's fine. So we'll put you in slot 1. We'll leave Cooler in rotation, then we can also get the Strength Cooler in rotation, so we can have the Cooler rotation going, and then... For the time being, just because there's so many attacks in slot 1, I'm going to leave him on this rotation and then eventually float him off. Okay, it's King Vegeta and Bardock, so we've actually got the support coming off right now because of Bardock being an enemy, so that's also nice. We'll give you all of these. You can hit King Vegeta with that type advantage, and then the first form transforming Frieza can get a super attack off on Bardock. But this is not a bad time. We've got Whis active as well. Yeah, no damage on the basics. We're taking double digits. I mean, by all means, super attack that Frieza. I do not mind. Yeah, you're not here for damage. You're literally here to tank. So that's actually quite nice. We're facing a Goku's family enemy on the first stage with Bardock. We're going to be facing at least one Goku's family enemy on the final stage with Goku. That means that at least 2 of the battles we're getting that support off, which is quite nice. So bringing that Frieza is definitely kind of almost a must, because of course not only does he have the guard and then the damage reduction if he does guard, but then also you will be getting that support off, which is for all allies. Damn, that did a lot of damage. I mean, I'm not surprised. That Bardock does have type advantage against Cooler, so even with a Whis, yeah. I can't believe we're almost dead after turn 1. But that's fine, that's fine. Is the friend one rainbowed? The friend one is rainbowed, so I do want him on main rotation. Do I go for an extra super? Frieza has better defense, so I would go for the extra super, but Frieza has better defense, so I'd rather have him in the middle. Frieza's probably going to absolutely decimate Bardock for damage, because he is a super class enemy, which means he's going to be doing even more damage. On top of the attack and defense plus 100% he has for however many turns it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. How many turns is it? 6 turns, which, yeah, pretty much 5-6 turns is usually the amount you'll be spending in each fight anyway. So that's literally perfect for Frieza. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage against Bardock, especially having type advantage as well. So I wouldn't be surprised, considering Bardock's at half health right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Bardock is dead. Not to mention we've got extra defense and a Whis active, which means we shouldn't really be taking any damage this turn. But Bardock will probably be dead. Bardock will probably be, yeah, 6.8 million attack stat. Bardock is more than likely going to be dead on this turn. 100%. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that. Even got an additional from the dupe system. No dupes, but at 55% coming in clutch. I would love to get dupes for this Frieza. I really would. Especially because I do have him level 10 links. He would honestly be... Bardock wasn't dead. That's such a waste. A whole 12 key super from Frieza just to do a pixel of damage. What a waste. That's fine. That's fine. I can't believe he survived on a pixel of health, but we move. It's okay. We still got some extra defense from the Aeta as well. I'm actually going to rotate this guy off, otherwise we can't fully take advantage of his support. So I think the way the rotation is going to be is I'm either going to have LR full power Frieza with Golden Frieza eventually, or I'm going to have LR full power Frieza with the transforming Frieza. I think it depends what enemy type-ins there are going forward after this first fight against King Vegeta and Bardock, who of course strengthen in. I think it depends. I think it all depends, but I want to take advantage of that Frieza support for all allies, so I kind of want to float him. You know, I mean, if there's a plethora of attacks at the end in the third slot, I mean, obviously we're going to be taking advantage of his guard and damage reduction, but, you know, he's definitely a unit you can have on main rotation. But as I said, I kind of want to take advantage of the support on each rotation. And that's a lot of enemies, so this is pretty much all Saiyan Saga enemies. So we actually have a superclass enemy in there in Frieza, not Frieza, in Goku, which means, this is why I said Frieza, Friezas will be doing a lot more damage. But those are a lot. Actually, maybe that Int Frieza will be staying on main rotation, because that's a lot of attacks. And none of these are too great for slot 1. And that's a lot of attacks at the end. So yeah, I'm going to go Usher. And then I would super attack Goku, but he does actually have type advantage. So I'm going to actually super attack Frieza. And then we'll super attack Goku with this Frieza, because then the superclass kind of buff will kick in. And then there's no Fizz enemies for Cooler, so we'll just target Goku at the end. Yeah, that was a plethora of attacks, and hardly anyone in that rotation can handle slot 1. So yeah, you know, maybe I will have that Int Frieza on main rotation, or definitely Golden Frieza with LR full power Frieza for this one. We've done some huge damage though. There is 4 enemies, so we will be doing more damage on this fight, but still, that's some huge damage. Look, even though this is ESBR, this Wicked Bloodline ESBR category stage shouldn't be too difficult. I'm not sure what I want to do here. think we definitely go Whis. Because, I mean, actually, maybe... No, because that's a lot of attacks at the end as well. Okay, I mean, we've really got to hope that Vegeta doesn't super attack Cooler in that slot 1 spot. In fact, I don't want Vegeta super attacking Cooler one bit. Because Cooler needs to perform a few super attacks to get going. Oh, okay, we're getting supered though. It's not even supers, it's just general attacks. So, I mean, I'm hoping that additional when his passive kicks in. I'm hoping the additional from his dupe system kicks in. Really getting built up. Goku's gone. Okay, that's good. We've avoided a super attack from Vegeta. That's good. I don't want you super attacking this Cooler either, otherwise we are dead. Even with a Whis active, we are dead. That final slot, we're cool. Just don't super attack Cooler in that middle slot. Alright, an additional from the friend Cooler. That's good. I'm not gonna lie, I almost kind of panicked because I thought we were getting supered, but it was an additional. So okay, I can calm down a little bit. Right, cool, we're good. Vegeta may be dead here. Oh no, he's super attacking Nappa, that's right. That's fine. Whis and damage reduction, yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, cool. You get all your supers out, because they are doing nothing. We're gonna get some HP back from this Frieza. It's not gonna be a lot, though. Yeah, I think for the time being, he stays there. I think that's just the way it has to be. We'll super attack you. Big 18 key on Vegeta. Hopefully we can get an additional come off. And then, of course, that transforming Frieza now has type advantage against Nappa, so he's going to be fine at the end. At least I don't have to use an item here. That's nice. Yeah, that's cool. You do the super attack. As long as he guards and we get damage reduction, yeah. I mean, actually, I'll say as long as he guards. He guards all attacks. He's even getting a dodge in there. Not that he needs to dodge anything. This is what I mean about Wicked Bloodline. There's so many great units, and the synergy is fantastic. This shouldn't really be too difficult. I think the only thing that will stump a few of you on this run, potentially even myself, is RNG of who gets super attacked, you know, who gets super attacked where, you know, if you're not using an item, things like that. We got Cooler's transformation. Do I even bother using this? Do I even need to use the transformation? I mean, actually, yeah, because of course he gets the crits and stuff when he faces pure and hybrid Saiyan enemies. So we can finish this just a bit quicker. Just a bit quicker. I might only transform one. I don't see the point of transforming two. It's just kind of pointless. I mean, we do get that, what is it, transformation boost support while he's untransformed. I should have probably transformed the friend one. That was kind of my... I'll super attack. Not super attack. I'll transform both. I was meant to transform the friend one and I transformed my one by accident. But yeah, we'll transform both. We'll transform both. I don't want to use an item here. It just kind of feels unnecessary considering Raditz is almost dead. In fact, no, both. I'm pretty sure both enemies are almost dead. But if Raditz... Okay, no, Nappa's almost dead. Raditz is still taking some damage, but... do I use an item here? I don't really want to. It just kind of seems like a waste. Yeah, I don't really want to. Annoyingly, I know I can get a super attack off with the Fizz Cooler. We just need to get rid of Nappa before the third slot. That's a lot of damage on a basic. Please do not super Cooler. Now I kind of wish I made him attack Raditz to hopefully get rid of him, but I need to get rid of Nappa. Okay, cool. There's no more Raditz attacks on the turn. Because if we would have been supered, that would have been it. That would have been run over. Wow, we didn't even need to get to my Cooler at the end. Yeah, as I said, you shouldn't really have too many problems with this category stage. As I said, because Wicked Bloodline, literally, it's ideal for them. Yes, you might have to watch out for a bit of damage. You know, you might get unlucky with RNG of who takes a super, etc. But for the most part, you're facing superclass enemies. Actually, no, you're facing a decent amount of superclass enemies. You're facing pure or hybrid Saiyan enemies. And that's where a lot of these units thrive. I mean, on the final phase, you're literally facing 2 superclass enemies, all pure and hybrid Saiyans. Okay, so in terms of this, I think we do that. We definitely heal. Do I do this? I mean, either way, both of these are going to be fine in slot 1. It's just who stays on main rotation. I think you float. Just because of the support, he floats. You'll float too. Is that extra defense going to be enough? I mean, he will stack his defense, which means he will have a bit more than how much? 222, no, 228k. I'm going to go Icarus. We haven't used an Icarus yet. I think just to be safe for LR Freezer in the middle, we do that. We're going to be hitting a superclass enemy as well. I think we're going to get the Dokkan attack off. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying because we're going to be getting off with the Golden Freezer, which, I mean, it's going to do a bit of damage because we are hitting Goku with type advantage and a Dokkan attack. We'll do a little bit to Trunks and Vegeta. Not so much the Trunks having type advantage, but yeah, I would have preferred if that was with LR Freezer. Yeah, as I said, whoever decided to make the Dokkan meter smaller, I have a very small hatred for you. Because I can't tell half the time when it's going to be full and if it is or not, and it just dukes me, okay? Like, whoever decided to make that smaller, you're a bad guy, okay? You shouldn't have done that. Change it back. That's fine. That is completely fine to be super in him. Remember, we do have an Aether active, we do have an Icarus active, so we've got extra defense. We've also got some damage reduction. We're going to get a heal next turn. Trunks dead? Stop leaving enemies with pixels of health, okay? Stop. Just get rid of them. That was still quite a bit of damage, I'm not going to lie, but good thing we're going to get healed next turn. Yep, this shouldn't... Yep, literally nothing. I mean, this is a good turn. Not only is one of the enemies already dead, Goku's half dead, Vegeta's almost half dead, we still have extra defense from the Aether, and we still have damage reduction from Icarus. This is actually a really nice turn. I'm going to pop enough at Icarus, though, just to be safe. Especially with those type advantage attacks coming from Goku. And also Cooler needing to, you know, somewhat build up with the phase starting again. And then, of course, we'll keep attacking Goku with you with that type advantage. Goku will probably end up being dead after this turn. We should be good. As I said, we still have some extra defense from the Aether. I literally just used another Icarus. We should be completely fine. I've covered all bases if we were to be super attacked on this turn. So I think being the key word, I think we should be good. I think we're more than okay here. Hopefully Cooler can get some additionals out. You know, do some extra damage, get himself built up a bit more. I think it's like 8 attacks in total he needs to do. Or you can literally just do 1. It's fine. That's fine. We literally didn't get a super once. I over-prepared, but you can never be too careful when it comes to Dokkan, you know. Now we just got Jeets left. And I mean, once Cooler's transformed, he's just literally going to absolutely obliterate Vegeta. Going to do a crit, the additionals. I think this is my one, so I'm pretty sure this one has 2 dupes. Yeah, and the type advantage, you know, just for the cherry on top. And I mean, if Cooler doesn't finish him off, which I highly doubt he won't, then LR Freezer will. Yeah, one super attack from Cooler should probably finish Jeets off, I'm not gonna lie. That's fine, you can super attack Golden Freezer. This is gonna do like, what, 60k? Okay, definitely not. Oh yeah, I can know, because I still have another Icarus active, which means extra damage on top of... extra damage reduction on top of his damage reduction. And then let's let Cooler go to work. He doesn't have the most links active right now, but just let him go to work. Guaranteed crit on a type disadvantage unit. Yeah, it took 1. It literally took 1. Freezer, the younger brother wasn't needed. In fact, is he younger? I think he's younger. I always forget who's the older brother or not. But yeah, there we go. Wicked Bloodline ESBR is complete. As I said, you shouldn't really have too much trouble with that, considering how much damage you're going to be doing. As I said, the only thing you want to be careful of is who's getting supered, and then, you know, one thing you can't control, which is RNG of, you know, the wrong unit may get super attacked on the turn you haven't used an item, which could ruin your run. But for the most part, you're facing pure and hybrid Saiyan enemies. You're facing quite a few superclass enemies, which means likes of Final Form Cooler and LR Full Power Freezer are doing a hell of a lot more damage. But I'll see you in the next video, guys, where tomorrow we'll attempt the new SBR stage of Bond of Master and Disciple. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.